Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Pirine. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a carry for Pirine. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Cowboys take it.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's Pirine. And he's got this down to the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
First down, Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll run left with Pollard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are get tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 27, Mahomes. They'll drop it off to Pirine, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line. The end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Second and 11. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They toss to Pirine. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
Oh, big hole right side.
Touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Cowboys 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard.
And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Eluding the pressure right.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes flushed out right. Powerful running. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Not sure how you feel about it, but to me, I think we're seeing it in front of our eyes. This league continues to change. Look at the moves you ordinarily get from a running back from the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's like a Le'Veon Bell type move right there, but you're exactly right. The game's kind of evolving in that way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the quarterback is rapidly becoming an extra running back as well.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Osa Odighizuwa coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They'll try the left side. Pollard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Prescott. That's complete to Lamb.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Second and 10. Here's Prescott.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Here's Dak.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
To throw, Prescott. Left side to Lamb.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Dak.
Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.